Hello again, everyone. Let's play the Ur-Quan Masters, aka Star Control 2. That went into the credit scene. Let's go ahead and start up a new game. So yes, I'm using the Ur-Quan Masters open source port rather than Star Control 2 itself, which I believe is available on GOG right now. Mainly because of the import, or not import, but the usage of the inclusion of the audio, the recorded audio for the conversations. So I don't have to give voices to everyone. There were many great battles. Of course, this isn't voiced. Earth and her partners in the Alliance of Free Stars against the evil Ur-Quan and its hierarchy of battle thralls. And the Ur-Quan were winning. Meanwhile, on the edge of the known frontier, an amazing discovery was made. There's gold in them thar hills, far beneath the surface of an unexplored alien world. A huge underground city with a vast chocolate factory, filled with the technological wonders of an advanced alien race, the Precursors, who vanished 1,000 centuries ago. But then the main Ur-Quan fleet broke through the Alliance's defensive line, isolating the planet, stranding the scientists 100 light-years away from Earth. She only has 3 fingers. They waited hopefully for a rescue vessel, which never came. "20 years have passed. They've set up a nice pastoral village. We, the survivors of the research mission, have colonized this world. And by colonized, I mean we created a little village. We continued our investigation of the underground city. And we have discovered its purpose. Chocolate. It is a factory, like I said, for chocolate. A factory for building starships, or that. Jefferson starship? But there aren't enough materials to make a complete vessel. Kind of forgot all the windows. Damn it. We can finish only the skeleton for one starship. But that must be enough. You have to wonder what happened to their other starships. Because you must captain the vessel. Yes, you audience, you. Oh, I guess they mean me. And return to Earth. Yay. Oh god, it's breaking up. To travel the great distance, you must push through into hyperspace. Find out what has happened over these many years. Tell Earth of our plight! Or maybe figure out what Earth's plight is. And if the war with the Ur-Quan still rages, kick some butt. Fight for Earth and the Alliance as well as you can. Okay, so here we are in the Sol system. Let's go ahead and, maybe I'm not on the window. Ah, there we go. Alright, so, first of all, we'll go ahead and hit the manifest. No, that's not it. Game? Settings? Ah, yes. Captain, enter name. Auld. Starts with Velnik and Vindicator as the captain and ship name, but we're not going to go with those. And the flagship Dragonia. Yes. Cyborg is off, which would be auto-fighting for our ships. Leave that off. Music is on. Sound is on. Exit menu. Go ahead and quickly save our game already. And that wasn't quite what I wanted. Oh yeah, okay, I guess it does. I thought you could name them, but I guess not. Whatever. Okay. All I really did to test this out was practice a little bit at combat, and, of course, remind myself that I totally suck. So right now we have cargo of pretty much nothing. There's common minerals, corrosive minerals, base metals, noble gases, rare earths, precious metals, radioactives, and exotics. And I think the square down there is for life forms. So we have nothing in the cargo hold right now. Devices, we've got nothing. Roster, we've just got the one ship. We could transfer crew between the two, but we don't need to. We can look at the star map here. You can see the black is areas that we cannot go to. The gray is our current range. So you can see nearby stars: Alpha Centauri, Alpha Wolf, Beta Wolf, but we don't need to do that. So first of all, this is the Sol system. So let's go ahead and head to Earth. See what happened. Our ship is pretty slow. I'm gonna... No, I'm not gonna miss it. Wait, nope, I might miss it. There we go, made it. Uh-oh, what's that?
Attention, interloper. Heed this recorded message.
Well, this is just a recording.
This drone vessel speaks with the voice and authority of the Ur-Quan.
I speak with the voice and authority of me.
You are trespassing within Ur-Quan space.
Well, that definitely doesn't sound good.
Earth may not be approached for any reason.
But I have to go to the bathroom.
Nor will hostilities against our orbital platform be tolerated.
Well, I think you're safe there.
In addition, your ship does not respond to standard hierarchy identification transmissions.
Well, the system's broken right now. It crashed. We got our IT team working on it right now.
This is not permissible. Only subservience shall be tolerated.
Well, I'll tell you what's permissible.
Now leaves to inform the Ur-Quan of your transgressions.
Crap.
You are commanded to remain here and await the arrival of the Ur-Quan.
Let's not say I did. How's that?
Will be punished.
Somehow I think obedience will be punished as well. Well, I got no options, and stop winking at me. It's really weird. Let's go land on Earth. I'm sure everything is fine, even though it's red. Kind of pulsing. Not really pulsing. I could have turned on the option to have it pulsing, but I checked it, and I didn't like that. Don't you fart at me, stupid game. Don't fart at me. Well, not much we can do with Earth right now. Well, there is a convenient Star Trek-looking starbase here.
Unidentified space vessel.
What's up, guys?
Commander Hayes of the slave planet Earth. Our hyperwave broadcast extremely weak. Situation critical. Energy cores exhausted.
Sounds like you got some
Scanners
problems.
and deep radar are non-functional. We cannot
Also, looks like you got a
identify
rave
your
going
vessel.
on there.
Are you the
Why are you
scheduled
wasting
hierarchy
energy on a
resupply
rave?
ship? Repeat. Are you the resupply vessel?
Yes. This is the reason. No, I'm not going to go with that. So we have options. Slave planet, hierarchy, supply vessel. What is going on here? But I'll be straightforward. No, this is the Starship Dragonia. But we stand ready to assist you.
The starship what?
Dragonia.
Never mind. Look, we won't last much longer. Here's our situation. According to our oath of fealty to the Ur-Quan, we must maintain the starbase, but we have no space vessels of our own. And
Sounds
the
like a problem.
shield prevents us from contacting Earth, so we're totally dependent on the Ur-Quan supply vessels for
Let me guess, they haven't
everything we
visited
need up
in a while.
here. We know there's a hierarchy base on the surface of the moon, but we can't contact them. The Ur-Quan were supposed to resupply the base at regular 5-year intervals, but we haven't received anything in almost 8 years.
I'm sure it's just red tape.
What we don't recycle, we can usually synthesize. But to do so, we need replacement radioactives for our generator energy cores.
Well, I don't have any of those
if you
right
could
now.
bring us some radioactive elements, we can fabricate the cores ourselves. Are you willing to help us?
Sure. But where can we find the radioactive elements you need?
The fastest way to get radioactives in this system would be to land on Mercury
Okay.
and scour the surface for deposits of radioactive elements.
I can do
But
that.
be careful. Mercury's a pretty inhospitable place. Watch out for earthquakes and those high-temperature areas.
Oh, great. All right, we will leave now to find the elements you require.
Thanks. I'll make sure to mention this the next time I talk with our masters. I'm sure they will reward you.
Yeah, not so sure about that. Alrighty, well, let's spin our slow-ass ship down, and I guess we'll slowly fly out of Earth orbit. Oh god, so slow. So yes, it's part of the problem with our... Whoop, nope. Go this way. There we go. There we go. Hi, Mercury! Oh god, so slow. So slow. Okay, so there's Mercury. It's a little bit redder than I would expect, but okay, we'll go ahead and scan it. We can just go with auto scan. Ooh, lots of minerals. Energy scan, biological scan, nothing. Alright, so we can see that there are some base metals. There are some, I think the red ones are... let's see, actually. I think I have the mouse turned on. Yes. We'll see if this picks up in the video. I believe that's radioactives. These are base metals, which are 3. These are precious metals. They're pretty good. Can't remember what that is. I think that's slightly better than base metal. I don't think there's anything really crappy, but let's see. Temperature is 165 degrees Celsius. A little bit warm. Tectonics, class 3. That's probably not very good, I think. I don't think anything else matters there. Alright, let's go ahead and, actually, let's go ahead and save the game. Alright. Go ahead and dispatch. Alright, so now we can choose where we want to land. This might be the best spot, since there's some good stuff right there. See if I remember my controls, but I've saved it, so it's okay. Alright, let's go that way. See if we can get some other good stuff. It costs fuel to land and take off. Whoa, god. Alright, I'm full, so let's get off. Alright, we got, could get a little bit more. Probably a bad idea, but, let's try it again. It's not too inhospitable. Oh god. Alright, let's see if... Oh god. Alright, that's good enough. Not gonna bother getting the rest of that. Exit menu. Let's go ahead and check our manifest cargo. So we picked up 21 corrosives. Okay, so the red one's not so good. Got a lot of base metals. So the first number is how valuable they are. We got 32 radioactives, which is pretty nice. Oh, precious metals. Really good. That's even better than rare earths. No exotics, though. But overall, it's going to be worth a fair penny there. Go ahead and navigate around, and go ahead and leave Mercury orbit. Whee! So slow. Need to hurry up and speed up the game, or the ship, I mean, not the game. And we want to avoid the Earth. Nope, avoid Earth, thank you. There we go.
Did you find any radioactive elements for our power
yes,
cores?
I did. We are ready to transfer radioactives. What will you give us in exchange for radioactives? Let's be very mercenary. Before we help you, we require certain information. They're humans. But seriously, what is up with your rave?
We're initiating transfer of radioactives, Captain. Now, as soon as our engineers can refit the energy cores... There, that's much better.
Ah, no more
ratings
rave.
are climbing. Life support is coming back into the green. Deep radar systems and sensors are now online, and I can scan...
Oh god, don't do that!
What the hell?
Let me
kind
get
of
my pants
ship
back
is
on.
That? Just
It's an
who
awesome
are you,
ship,
Captain?
That's what it is. I need you to explain it now. I am Captain Ald of the Starship Dragonia. We are the survivors of a Star Control Science research team to the Vela star system.
Star Control Science mission, huh? Captain, I served as a Star Control officer during the war aboard several cruisers in the Corward Front. And if there'd been any scientific mission to Vela, I would have heard about it.
Oh, come on. It was highly secret.
You know, come to think of it, there were some
see?
rumors that Corridor
Told
9,
you.
the Special Operations Division of Star Control, was
Stop
directing
doubting
some
me next time.
hush-hush operation near Androsynth Space. The Vela star system, yes, that would be the right direction. So, Captain, if you say
It
it's
is.
true,
I insist it
how
is.
do you explain that huge alien starship you're
Huge?
flying?
What kind of word is
Why are you
huge?
here? What do you want from us?
It's Earth! I'm home! Jeez! Yeah, we have returned to Earth to give you the technological secrets of the precursors and to help you fight the hierarchy.
Fight the Ur-Quan. Win back our freedom. I remember having such thoughts myself once, long time ago. That was in the first years after the defeat, when it was still terrifying to look up and see the bloody glow of the pulsating slave
Oh,
shield
come on. How
overhead.
bad could it... Oh.
Though day
Oh,
and
yeah.
night we gazed up at the impenetrable wall,
Highlander
as
2.
though the sheer power of our hatred would
Yep.
pull it down.
Okay, I can understand
Over
your...
the years, I spent so
I can
much of
understand
my
it.
time struggling, down on the surface, under the shield, and then later up here trying to keep the station alive, that I'd forgotten what it means to be free, to hate our Ur-Quan Masters.
It's only been 20
And now
years.
here you are, in an alien ship of unknown power, offering
Not a whole
me
lot of
your
power right now.
assistance to fight against the hierarchy again after all these years. Captain, your offer is intriguing. It's tempting to think that with your advanced precursor technology, we can somehow crack the Earth's slave shield.
We could
and
totally do
reassemble
it.
the Alliance to attack the hierarchy. And this time, win the damn war.
I'm here. We'll do it.
Consider
Trust
the
me.
consequences if you should fail.
Have I ever lied to you before?
Ur-Quan won't just punish us here on the station. They'll exact a gruesome retribution on the surface below as well. Before I commit this
I'm sure
station
they'll
to helping
agree to
you
our-
attack the
our
Ur-Quan
plan.
and accepting the risk of annihilation if we are defeated, I have to make sure that you and your ship have what it takes to oppose the hierarchy. I'll make you a deal. If you can eliminate the alien base on the moon and get rid of that threat at least, I will seriously consider your offer.
Wouldn't getting rid of that base kind of doom us anyway? What details can you give us about the base on the
After
moon?
the Ur-Quan erected the slave shield around the Earth and established this space station, they decided to leave a contingent of combat ships close to the Earth to keep watch on our planet and confirm that they were obeying the Ur-Quan slave law.
Well, they haven't come up yet.
I'm certain they're still out there on the surface of the moon because we can pick up a constant stream of alien broadcasts.
Are you sure that's not just some sort of alien sports show? We shall go now and neutralize
Be
the
careful,
base.
Captain. There are probably a dozen Spathia looters and Ilrath Avengers down there on the lunar surface. I don't know why they haven't come after you yet, but when they do, you'd better have your weapons armed and your thrusters
Maybe everyone's just
burning hot.
asleep or something. How bad could it really be? Whee! Alright, the moon. Let's go ahead and scan it. Auto scan. Lots of minerals. 1 energy. Lots of biologicals. On the moon? Tectonics class 1. Negative 18 degrees Celsius. Should be pretty good. Let's go ahead and dispatch. We will go ahead and dispatch to a fairly free area. Now, oh crap, that was the wrong button. That was a waste of fuel. Trying to remember what the fire button is. That one. Okay. That went off the edge of the... It wasn't exactly much in the way of a biological. Certainly didn't leave me anything to get. Let's go over here and shoot you. Shoot you. Let's get some calcium. Calcium. Aluminum. I'm not really getting anything for destroying these guys. It's kind of disappointing. More aluminum. Before we do anything, we'll go ahead and... Nope, we're topped up. Alright, let's go see this base. Report from the surface. We have discovered an alien base and have explored its interior. The installation must have been abandoned many years ago, but great care has been taken to make it appear active. Life support systems are functioning, fusion generators are at full output, and robotic construction vehicles have been programmed to roam the lunar surface, bulldozing moon dust into random piles. In addition, we have found the installation's hyperwave locked in transmit mode, endlessly playing the same alien recording. Although we cannot translate the message, our xenotech, Ensign Rigby, believes the message is some kind of alert or mayday broadcast. The base is filled with useful materials and equipment. We will scavenge as much as we can and bring it aboard immediately. End of report. I'm not sure if we actually got anything out of that. I could go back down, but it's just base metals. Alright. Probably should have turned the other way. Alright, Commander Hayes. I have eliminated the alien threat.
Have you dealt with the base yet?
We attacked the moon base and completely destroyed the enemy. We found the base, but it was abandoned years ago.
Darned. All these years we've been listening to their incoherent broadcast, and we never even guessed. Captain, listen closely. Long-range sensors show a ship closing on this station fast. Our computer identifies it as Ilrath, Avenger class. I think you've got a fight on your hands, Captain. Your best bet is to wait until you have point-blank range. Captain, it's jamming our signal.
Well, that's not good.
By the fetid breath of the Dark Twin Kazon, a human and an alien starship. How fascinating.
You look pretty freaky there.
I intercepted
Like a giant
that
spider.
Ur-Quan drone and learned that an
Sure, I have some raid around here somewhere.
starship had approached Earth. I never expected to find such a remarkable vehicle in the hands of a human. Humans are prey animals.
I'll show you weak and helpless.
And helpless.
I'm gonna get my butt kicked.
Here is a human in an armed starship, and therefore in direct violation of the oath of fealty. I am sure.
I plead the
our
fifth.
Masters, the Ur-Quan, will punish Earth most severely for this treachery.
Only if they
when
find
I
out.
Present them with the twisted wreckage of your ship and your many charred corpses.
Where the hell did you come from?
Will soon be dead. I will gladly explain.
Well, thank you.
I spent many years gleefully preying on the Patunk. They are a pitiful, easily killed species. And
I really
we
suck
would
at their
have
ships.
continued in
Terrible
this
at
divine
flying.
worship of Dogar and Kazon, but we required additional crew members and repairs.
Oh,
to our
sweet. So
cloaking
you have
device.
problems with your ship?
So we departed the Jiglass constellation and set course for home. But before we had reached our region of space, we detected the passage of a nearby vessel, the Ur-Quan drone. It informed us about you, so here we are.
Well, I'm glad you stopped
Now
by. You can die now. Let's not say you did. So we can choose what ship we're going to use. We're going to use Ender, our human cruiser. Oh god. I am no, oh god, I'm gonna die. Yep, I died. And I almost got him too. Because they're faster than me. Alright, I'm probably going to want to, there we go, got it. I might want to reload, though, because...
What a beautiful sight, Captain.
I don't wanna
haven't
lose that
seen
ship.
an Avenger blown away like that since the battle in Draco. I guess you've shown
That's a
that
big
you can
problem
handle
with the human
yourself in
cruiser. If I
battle,
can stay away
Captain.
from enemies
So
like
my
that,
last
then
reservation
it's
about
not
helping
too
you
bad,
has been
but...
resolved. I will commit this station to helping free Earth and defeat the Ur-Quan.
I
We may
said,
get our
I'm not
atoms
very
rearranged
good
in the
at
process,
combat.
but by God, Captain, we're going to try. So the obvious first step is to get the precursor equipment and software over here so that we can make it work with our ship repair fabricators. But
Sounds
then
good.
what, Captain?
Well, then, Commander, we proceed to kick some major alien butt. We'll slowly build our strength, unify an allied starfleet, and bring the Ur-Quan to their knee-equivalents.
A sensible plan, Captain. Let's get to work. Good luck. By the way, Captain, I think we need a name for this new alliance we're going to forge.
Oh,
and since
name
it
is
was
good.
your idea, it's only fair that you get the honor of naming
course.
it. So,
Of course.
what will it be?
The New Alliance of Free Stars, the Concordance of Alien Nations, the United Federation of... Oh, no, that would get us a copyright violation. The Empire of Ald! Nah, let's go with the New Alliance of Free Stars.
Okay, that sounds pretty inspiring. So be it. The New Alliance of Free Stars. Now, Captain, I expect the configuration process for the starbase to take at least 2 weeks, so let's get to work.
Of course. Now, what I'm going to do is I will redo this off-camera so that I don't
I
lose
have
my
good
human
news to
cruiser.
report, Captain. We have successfully integrated the precursor
thank you.
technology from your ship into our fabricator system, and as you can see, we've already begun minor repairs on your ship, patching up some of the micrometeorite holes.
Why,
we
thank you.
noticed that
I
your
appreciate
ship
that.
does not have an emergency warp escape unit, so our engineers rigged up some for you and each of your escorts.
Don't have any
now,
escorts
you should be able
anymore.
to escape from a bad situation with the touch of a button. But there is a cost, however.
Oh,
the
great.
unit gulps up 5 fuel units each
Good
time
Lord.
your precursor ship uses it. Also, we now have a limited capacity to make modifications to your ship, to refine starship fuel, to build additional combat ships, and to train new members of your crew for the flagship and any ships you acquire for your fleet. Captain, I know you're eager to get to work, so I'll be brief.
Thank you.
If you have any questions how this starbase works, what resources we need, or just some background information on the galaxy, don't hesitate to ask.
Well, I think we know what we'll be doing in the next episode, but first, I have some minerals to offload. Let's go ahead and do that.
The more minerals you bring us, Captain, the faster we'll be able to tackle the
650
Ur-Quan.
resource units.
We shall await
Commander.
your return, Captain.
Why, thank you. Let's see if I can do anything. There we go. So we can, there's Starbase Commander, we can talk to him, outfit Starship, Shipyard, or depart Starbase. Let's go ahead and outfit Starship. So we can see what we have available here. We can get some more fuel, we can create some modules, I think let's save the game. Right now we've only got a nose gun, we do not have a tail gun, do not have side guns, we do not have spread guns. That's less good. I can get more landers, which I might do. Turning jets or thrusters. Let's go ahead. Well, I'll end up getting thrusters. So it'll be 500. That's going to be expensive. And let's go ahead and get some turning jets as well. It's probably about what I'll do. Let's see what modules I can get. Crew pod, storage bay. Definitely want storage bays. Fuel tanks, dynamo unit, ion bolt gun, and back to crew pod. How much is a... Oh, that's 2,000. Ouch. So we've got one of those right now. We do not have a dynamo unit. We do have one fuel tank, and we have one storage bay, and we have one crew pod. We will definitely want to get more of those eventually. But for now, go ahead and end the episode, and in the next one, we will, I will have redone that battle, and it will not have sucked so much. See you next time.